Hello and welcome to this jewelry making tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how to make a pair of earrings using some metal charms. I have chosen these charms in the shape of a starfish, and I will also use some beads. I will use coral and turquoise beads. As findings I will use these jump rings, some eye pins, and also these fishhook ear wires. And as tools I will use the pliers that you see on the table. So these are the chain nose pliers. As you can see, they have a sharp tip here and they have no teeth, so that they do not scratch the findings. And I will use them to bend the metal parts and to open and to close the jump rings. Then I will use the cutting pliers to cut the metal parts, the findings. And I will also use the round nose pliers. As you can see, they are rounded here at the tip and they are used for making loops. And also for the jump ring I will need this jump ring opener. And now let's begin making the first earring. I will take one of those eye pins and I will put the beads on the eye pin. So I arrange them symmetrically like this. And now I will create the first loop. I will grab the loop here and I will take the chain nose pliers. I will grab the beads a bit higher than the last bead, so about 1 millimeter higher than the last bead, so that the last bead does not break, and I will bend the wire in the same direction as the other loop. So I will bend the wire to 90 degrees like this, and as you can see there is a bit of space between the place where I bent the wire and the last bead, so that the last bead does not break. And as you can see, the loop here is in the same plane with the direction in which I bent my wire. This way both loops will be in the same direction, in the same plane, so that they look symmetrically. I will take the cutting pliers and cut a bit of this wire here like this. So I cut a bit of the end of my wire. So the wire is shorter now, and I will start making the loop. In order to make the loop, I will take the round nose pliers and grab the end of my loop and start turning, as you can see, the wire around my loop like this. So before I close the loop, so as you can see, I have created the loop with the round nose pliers and I have left this loop open. Now I will take the fishhook ear wire and put it on this loop like this, and I will grab the loop and close it this way. And as you can see, I have attached the fishhook ear wire or French ear wire to my beads, to the eye pin with my beads. And now let's attach the charm. In order to attach the charm, I will take one of those jump rings and open it. I will grab it with my pliers, with the chain nose pliers, and with the jump ring opener and I open. As you can see, I have opened my jump ring this way. Now I will put the jump ring through the loop, the loop of my charm, and I will also put it through the loop of my beads of the rest of the earring, of the eye pin. Now I will close the jump ring this way, and I have attached, as you can see, I have attached the charm to the rest of the earring. So as you can see, this is what our earring looks like. So this is the first earring. And now let's make the second earring. By following the same steps, I will take the eye pin and put the turquoise and coral beads symmetrically. So I put the turquoise beads on the outside, the red coral bead on the inside here. And I will grab the eye of the eye pin and bend my pin at a distance of about 1 millimeter away from the last bead, this way, and bend it to 90 degrees this way, like this. So as you can see, the loop here and the direction of my pin that I have bent is in the same plane. Now I will take the cutting pliers and cut the end of my wire this way. So again, I cut a bit of my wire, and with the round nose pliers I grab the end of my wire. So I will continue creating the loop like this, and before I close the loop, so as you can see the loop is still open, I take the fishhook ear wire and put it on my loop like this, and now I can close the loop with the pliers. So let's see. This way I have closed the loop. The fishhook ear wire is not going to fall off the eye pin. And now let's attach the starfish charm. Now I will take the jump ring. I will grab the jump ring with the pliers. I will open the jump ring. I will put the charm on the jump ring and also the fishhook ear wire with the eye pin, and I will close the jump ring. This way. So I have used the pliers to close the jump ring, and my earrings are ready, as you can see. So these are the finished earrings. So whenever you attach the fishhook ear wires, you must be attentive that they should face, with this tip, they should face each other. Otherwise, one of your charms will not show the front side, but the back side like this. So always be careful at the direction of your fishhook ear wires. So they should always face each other like this. So one should point to the right, one should point to the left. So these are the finished dangle earrings. I will show you how to make some metal dangle earrings using some metal chain, this bit of chain, some metal charms, these heart-shaped charms, fishhook ear wires, and some jump rings. As tools, I will need a jump ring opener and a pair of chain nose pliers. So if you are ready, let's begin making the dangle earrings. I will take one of those jump rings, grab it with the pliers and open it with the jump ring opener. So as you can see, I have opened this jump ring, and now I will put the charm on the jump ring like this, and I will take the chain and put the chain on the jump ring as well. Now I will close this jump ring with the chain nose pliers and the jump ring opener. This way. And now I will hang the fishhook ear wire. In order to put the fishhook ear wire at this end of my chain, I will open another jump ring like this. I will put the chain on the jump ring like this, and I will put the fishhook ear wire on the jump ring. And now I'm closing the jump ring, and I have created the first dangle earring. And now let's do the same steps with the second earring, with the second charm. I take the jump ring, I open the jump ring with the pliers and the jump ring opener like this. I put the charm on the jump ring. So I put this bit of chain on my jump ring like this. I close the jump ring. This way. Now I will take the second jump ring and open it. I have opened the jump ring, and I will put the chain on the jump ring like this, and I will put the fishhook ear wire on the jump ring as well. And now I will close the jump ring. And my second earring is also, dangle earring is also ready. So this is what my dangle earrings look like. tutorial I will show you how to make a pair of earrings, of dangle earrings, using some metal charms. For these earrings I will use some tools, some pliers, cutting pliers, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers. I will also use a jump ring opener, and beside the charms, the metal charms, I will use some turquoise and coral beads, and as findings I will use some eye pins, some jump rings, and some fishhook ear wires. And now let's begin making the first earring. In order to make the first earring, I will take an eye pin and I will start putting the beads on my eye pin. So I'll put them symmetrically like this. And now I will start creating a loop at this end of my pin. So it's very important to make both loops in the same plane. So I will make them in this same plane so that they do not face opposite directions. So the second loop will not be placed this way, it will also be placed this way in the same plane. So I will grab the eye pin and I will bend the pin at about 1 millimeter away from my last bead so that the bead does not break. So as you can see, there is at least 1 millimeter distance between the place where I will bend the pin and my last bead. I will bend the pin to 90 degrees this way, and because the pin is a bit too long, I will also cut the end of my pin. This way, so I have cut a bit of my pin with the cutting pliers, and now I will make the loop. In order to make the loop, I will take the round nose pliers, grab the end of my pin and start rolling the pin this way. And before I close this loop, I will put the fishhook ear wire on my pin, and now I can close the loop with the round nose pliers. This way. So I have closed the loop and my beads are now hanging on the fishhook ear wire. And now I will take one of those jump rings, I will grab it with the chain nose pliers this way, and I will open it with the jump ring opener like this. So as you can see, I have opened the jump ring. I will take one of those charms I'll open the jump ring a bit more. So I will put the charm on the jump ring like this, and I will hang the rest of my earrings with the beads on the jump ring, and I will close the jump ring. this way. And I have created the first earring. So this is our first earring. Let's put the earring away and make the second earring using the same steps. I will take the eye pin, put the beads symmetrically, so the blue turquoise bead will be in the middle, like this, and the coral beads on the sides. And I will create the loop. I will leave 1 millimeter between the place where I bend my pin and the last bead, so that the beads do not break. I bend the pin to 90 degrees. I measure, and it looks like this pin is also a bit too long, so I will cut the end of my pin like this. So I cut this end of the pin. And now with the round nose pliers I start making the loop this way. I put the fishhook ear wire on my loop, and now I can close the loop. This way, so I have closed the loop, and I will attach the second charm. I will open the jump ring, like this. And I will put the beads on the jump ring as well, and I will close the jump ring. This way. And the second earring is also ready. So let's see the finished earrings. So this is what our finished earrings look like. So they're dangle earrings with metal charms. Beaded earrings with metal charms. I will show you how to make a pair of earrings. Using metal charms, I will use these metal charms in the shape of turtles. And I will also use some beads. As findings, I will use fishhook ear wires, eye pins, and some jump rings. And in order to attach all these pieces together, I will use chain nose pliers, cutting pliers, round nose pliers, and my jump ring opener. So, if you're ready, let's begin making the first earring. As you can see here, I have this eye pin, so I will make sure the eye pin is straight. So I will use the chain nose pliers to straighten the eye pin. And I will start putting the beads on my eye pin, and I will make sure that they are ordered in a symmetrical manner. So I've used turquoise and coral beads so that the earrings can be worn at the beach They also have this charm that reminds of water, of the beaches, the sea. So let's continue putting the beads. Like this. So I have added all these beads in order to make some dangle earrings, so longer earrings. And now I will make another loop like this one at this end. In order to make the loop, I will take the pliers and bend the pin. So I will leave at least 1 millimeter between the place where I will bend my pin and the last bead, so that the last bead does not break. So as you can see, I left a bit of room here so that the beads can move like this, and this way I will make sure that this last bead does not break when I bend my pin. So I have bent the pin like this. Now I will cut a bit of the end of my pin with the cutting pliers like this. So I cut this bit of metal from the end of my pin this way, and now I will take the round nose pliers and start rolling the pin so that I create the first loop like this. Now I will stop. So as you can see, the loop is still open. I will take my fishhook ear wire or French ear wire and put it on my loop, my open loop, and now I can close the loop this way, and I have created the first part of my dangle earring. Now, in order to finish the earring, I will need to attach my turtle, the metal charm. To do so, I will take the jump ring and open it using the jump ring opener and the pliers, the chain nose pliers. I will put the charm on my jump ring, and also I will put the jump ring on the pin with my beads, on the eye pin with my beads. And now I can close the jump ring this way, and our first earring is ready. So as you can see, it's a dangle earring, a long earring. So earrings like this make the neck look longer. And let's continue with the second earring. Again, I will take the eye pin and start putting the beads in the same order, symmetrically, so that they look good. This way. Let's continue putting the beads in the same fashion so that they are not different from one another. This way. So as you can see, the two earrings must be identical, so we should check lest any of those beads is not ordered correctly. And again, I will make another loop here. I will take the chain nose pliers and bend the pin to 90 degrees like this. Now again, the pin is a bit long, and I will cut the end of my pin like this. Now that I have cut the end of my pin, let's start making the loop using the round nose pliers. Now I have started making the loop. Before I close the loop, I will put the fishhook ear wire. Now I can close the loop this way. Now I have closed the loop, and I can add the second charm to my earrings. I will grab the jump ring, open it with the pliers and the jump ring opener. I will take the charm and put the charm on my jump ring this way, and I will take the earring and put the charm and the beads on my jump ring. Now I will close the jump ring this way, and my second earring is also ready. Now let's see the earrings from a closer distance. The finished earrings. So as you can see, these are the finished earrings, and as I've already told you, it's important to be careful that all the beads are arranged symmetrically so that the earrings look identical. So I hope you liked this tutorial and that you know how to make a pair of earrings, dangle earrings like these now.